guys, it's Gator Bay here, just doing a little bit of fishing in Tampa Bay. But I wanted to take some time to speak about how important safety and protection is when you're out here paddling, fishing, when you're in the water, especially if you're by yourself. Number one, always have your PFD, your personal flotation device. This one right here is for anglers, so it has all the pockets and stuff like that. But you don't have to have anything this fancy. It's very important that you have one of these. If you fall off your craft, this will keep you afloat. There's all kinds of different PFDs that you can get. You can get the typical vest. They also have ones that go around your waist, and they have CO2 cartridges that go off as soon as it hits the water. They have the ones that go around your neck that do that as well. Whatever you do, don't go in the water without. Number two, have yourself a whistle. You may come into a situation where maybe wind picked up and you're left stranded on, beached somewhere that's kind of far out, and the whistle is the only way that someone will hear you. Number three, get very familiar with the area you're in. Know the depth of the water. Know what kind of water it is. Know what the nearest big waterway is. So if you're in a creek, make sure you know where the river is. Things like that. That way, if anything happens, okay, I can walk here, or I'm gonna have to swim here, I'm gonna have to wait, tread water. That's very important too. Probably the most important before you even go out in the water. Check the currents, check the tides, check the winds. The winds will make the water run. So if it's incoming tide, outgoing tide, that water is going to be rushing. That current's going to be really, really strong, which is going to make control a problem. Another thing with the winds, if you're on a light craft like a kayak or some kind of inflatable and it's really windy, you're not going to be able to control the craft. The rule I try to live by is 10 miles per hour is the absolute tops that I will go out in. Matter of fact, I don't even like going out in 10 mile per hour wind if I can avoid it. So that's my threshold. If you're inexperienced, I wouldn't go out anything over, let's say, 6 miles per hour, because then it starts getting a little sketchy. Another thing is, try to go out with someone else. Try to not be by yourself. Now me, I'm experienced. I've been out here a lot. I have safety training. I know how to swim. I know my waterways. So if something goes wrong, I know that, I have a plan. I have an escape plan. But if you're inexperienced, if you're new to the area, make sure that, you try to go out with someone else. Preferably somebody that's experienced. Another thing that I like to do when I'm out and about is try to have areas where you're close to land. So right now I'm no further than, say, 50 yards from either a mangrove island, a seawall, a sandbar, something that if something goes wrong, I can bail out and I can get my footing. If you're capsized and your kayak is just, or your craft is just way gone, it's just out of there, think of yourself first. You can always get new gear, you can always get a new craft, but your life is precious. So make sure that you prioritize yourself over material things. Just recently, we had a kid, 18 years old, a lifeguard out in Honeymoon Island. I remember that day. I wasn't there because I don't go out when there's high winds. I don't go in the water. I stay home. So that day the wind gusts were up to 30 miles per hour, and for some reason there was people out in the water out in Honeymoon Island in kayaks. So this young kid was out there. I believe he saved a couple of lives, but unfortunately he was not able to save himself, and they found his body a few days later. It's very sad. 18 years old. It's a kid. You know, I have kids around that age, and that would just tear me apart. Everyone out there that's wanting to do water sports, kayaking, stand-up paddling, make sure that you're safe. Make sure you have the proper equipment. Make sure you check the weather and everything before you go out. Go with some buddies if you can, and know your bodies of water. Don't test your limits if you don't know where you're at, because you can find yourself in a very crazy situation that you can't get yourself out, and then once you're there, it's too late. It's you, the elements, and your survival instincts. Another thing to think about too, no matter how experienced you think you are, things can happen. It can happen to anybody. Keep that in mind as well. This is Gator Bait signing off. Y'all be safe out there.